Welcome to Cryptic Corner. I'm Bree, your host this morning, or this evening, depending on when you're watching. But regardless of when you're watching, we're glad you're here and we're glad you're joining us in the Hive. And got a long time subscriber, doesn't always get to catch us live in the side chats, but I'm giving just a shout out to here on Cryptic Corner as well, because I love seeing you in here. It's my friend Linda, Delicious Danish. She is, this is the second time she's been in the U.S. Since since we've been friends, and second time that she's been in my time zone. Now she does a show called the TMI Show. So it's here. It's during the uh, like what is it, like 10 a.m. or so. It's right in the middle of my workday, so I don't get to watch it anymore. I used to have a position where I could watch it because it's always fell in a certain time slot where I was available, which was great because I always went in there and hung out in the side chat, and I even made some little videos for Linda as well. But yeah, it's good to see you. I'm glad you're here for Live from the Hive, and this is Cryptic Corner. So I need to give a disclaimer this morning, okay, regarding our topic in Cryptic Corner. Uh, there is a cross section of people who engage in supernatural investigation and fabrication. I mean, and the creepypasta people and stuff like that. People who are into paranormal topics. There is a cross section between them and folks who suffer from some degree of mental illness. And suffering from, or saying suffering from is probably not even the best terminology for it, dealing with or working through or working with a mental illness is never an easy thing to do. And I know this from firsthand experience. You all know I wear that on my sleeve. I'm an advocate for ending this stupid stigma we have about people dealing with mental illness. I mentioned Oz earlier. We are all mental illness advocates, and I am also a safe person to talk to. So let me clear my throat real quick because I'm getting a little emotional. Anyway, I am a safe person to come to and talk to. I will listen and try to do my best to guide you. I'm not necessarily somebody that you will always be able to lean on, but I'm somebody who will always be able to listen and put you in what I think is the best environment possible to get help. Whether that means hooking you up with some friends that I have who run mental health support groups, private support groups, not through any kind of church or anything. That's a big problem with a lot of support groups, is that at least here in the area that I live in, is they're all religiously affiliated. It makes it difficult for me to interact with people. Or even if they're not religiously affiliated, most of the people there are using religious terminology and expressions, and it really makes me uncomfortable. So if you are in the same boat, but you want a support group to talk you through it, Jenna, will you drop the Tang email in the side chat there for me, babe? Oh gosh, you don't even have a wrench. What am I doing? Not giving Jenna a wrench? There you go. That should help you out. That should help you out, girl. Anyway, so this is why I'm doing this disclaimer, because the person that we're discussing today was they were someone like me on the internet. So, and they did have mental illness that they struggled with, completely separate from the topic that we're talking about. And we will get into that. But let us first lay the groundwork for what we're delving into. Okay, so this is new stuff, and I've debated whether or not to cover it because I want to say I got backlash about the time to wait coverage, where there was some mental health topics that do come up. So whether the paranormal is real or not, whether government cover-ups and Nephilim giants and all this stuff is real, it's going to overlap with mental illness. There's going to be an overlap there of people who believe this stuff is going on, and people who actually experiencing it. And I will let you decide for yourself regarding the evidence of what I'm going to propose to you today. But this is the case I followed on actually the first video segments came to my attention when I was doing my research for the first half of the year's creatures of 2022, which I need to finish, by the way, before the end of the year. So that's going to be one of the next 2 episodes. How many more Saturdays do we have left? I need to get my schedule in order, ladies and gentlemen. We got 3 Saturdays left. So sometime within the next 3 weeks, probably that final week, I would say, to wrap up Creatures of 2022. Because I did the first 6 months back in, was it August or September? One of those months. Anyhow, this came to my attention, and I thought the video was stupid. And I'll show you the video right now, just to give you an idea, okay? Let me see here. We're gonna go into. Bear with me. I'm still sorting things out in here how I want them kind of laid out. So this one. Oh, TikTok, are you going to freeze on me? Come on. Oh, and now you're going to do the stupid kind of.
What is it?
It's a person, dude. No, seriously, pull over, pull over.
No.
It's a person standing there.
No, it's not.
Dude, if you've seen what I've seen right now.
All right, so it's a giant. Yeah, I'm looking for creatures, so obviously it didn't match with that. Also, it doesn't look like a giant to me. It looks like some kind of tower or something. I'm not convinced. And I ignored it. Like, totally. Because, I'm sorry if y'all had to hear me slurping my coffee there. I have to edit those out too, because I can't stand the sound of it, and I don't realize I'm doing it until I listen back, so maybe I should just have a coffee emoji that pops up when it sounds gross. Anyway, yeah, I thought it was a tower, maybe a beacon for air travel, something like that, a radio tower, cell tower, television tower. Nothing too convincing, nothing too compelling. And I ignored it. And then earlier this fall, it came to my attention that this thing had kind of unfurled a bit. And we're going to explore that today. Because it goes further than this. It goes, because I don't understand why this particular video blew up, but for some reason it did. 444.4K comments turned off, and we'll get to that as well. And I think it's probably for the best. Oh, Mark Reed, thank you so much. You'll want to catch up on this if you're interested in the fate of this giant sighting, because it gets really weird. things get super weird. A pair of binoculars would settle the issue. Yeah, probably would. And as you'll see, getting this clear of a view of this mountaintop is not going to be an easy task. All right, so let's keep going along with this. Yes, yeah, this thing really starts to unravel. Yes, I absolutely mean those little pixels. It's gonna get weird. It'll get weird, but good night, sleep tight. I hope that the anxiety at not knowing what this is on the mountainside doesn't keep you away at night. But this is less about what's on the mountainside and more about the guy filming it, to be honest. Yeah. But let's keep going. Let us continue on. So, time goes by, and I see that even up until just the last couple of days, there's been people just this has been really blowing up in the cryptic community, and in the conspiracy community. So. There was she's Daddy's Little Monster that did this video about it, and this is just came out 2 days ago. All right, and again, I needed to finish the year with the animal, or the what's this creature, or whatever, mystery creature, where I take what I do is I take, because I collect a whole bunch of them, so it's one for each month of what kind of animal is this, or what's this strange creature, a mysterious animal caught on camera, things like that, and I kind of identify them. So yeah, I will finish that up, but that's what brought me back to this. Was like, hey, I remember something about that. Whatever happened with that? This happened with that. This absolutely happened with that. And this girl, what are you doing? All this, I don't know if TikTok's got something going on or what.
Andrew Dawson, off my mind. Dawson made a viral video where he basically saw a giant and he documented the entire thing. This takes place.
Let me restart it.
TikToker Andrew Dawson.
Let me restart it. I don't know if you all could hear her or not. She's kind of quiet on my end. Let me see how my speakers are turned up. If I turn my speakers too much up, it gets feedback. I don't like wearing headphones, so it's just me talking to myself. So. There we go. Let's try that. Video volume is low. That's what I thought too. Got it cranked all the way up now.
TikToker Andrew Dawson, off my mind. Andrew Dawson made a viral video where he basically saw a giant and he documented the entire thing. This takes place in Canada.
Okay, so far she's following the same route that we just took there. Looking at the top of this mountain. Mm-hmm.
By the way, here is the video.
Person, dude.
So he tried to drive further up that mountain and he was stopped by some CIA agent, or CSIS, which is the Canada version. Stopped and told to turn around, and he was like, but the locals told me that I can go up this mountain, it's access to the public, and they were just like, no, turn around. So he says that in this video, but he actually captures it where he has a phone in his lap and someone tells him to turn around, and he goes, all right, have a good night, or whatever. And it starts getting really weird.
Okay, so far, and we are going to watch all these little clips. They're all fairly short. We're going to go through and kind of break this down, because this is the thing, and this is the point I'm trying to make. Daddy's little monster here, who is putting out these TikToks with all this information on it. We're gonna kind of break that down because people just take this at face value. It's just more complex than what this young lady is presenting here, and I think it's kind of dangerous and just disingenuous. And we'll wrap up with why that is. But
Someone is following me.
I think that's the same vehicle from. Hey!
After that altercation, he takes this video where he's like standing in front of the camera, looking to the left a lot, saying that he lied and that the whole thing was scripted. He makes another video saying that this is probably going to be his last video and he did not lie and he cannot be silenced, basically. And this is his very last video that he took in August, and this is what's on top of the mountain now. It's like some military thingy set up now. But yeah, completely documented absolutely everything that was happening on this mountain. Sadly, shortly after that, he took these videos in May. In July, he dies of suicide. And his wife is the one that confirms it. She says that he was struggling a lot with depression and he died of suicide. And that it was just a really weird coincidence that all of this happened after the videos and it has nothing to do with the videos. And his wife makes another updated video because everyone keeps commenting that like he didn't die by suicide, that this was the CIA, and she basically calls everyone dumb and saying like Canada doesn't have a CIA and that, you know, basically that they didn't know what happened. But her body language is kind of different in this video and she's looking to the left a lot, kind of how Andrew was in his video where he was saying that he scripted everything. But I want to point that out, but that's what she said happened to Andrew. The timing of all of this is really weird. I feel like if he would have just posted the giant video and then just left it at that, because the fact that he kept digging deeper and coincidentally he dies of suicide. Like, what do y'all think? I cannot
see. Okay. Okay, so let's break things down here. Okay, first we're gonna deal with the end part there, which is what really made this go viral. It's viral right now, and this young lady is kind of the cornerstone to it. If you look up this gentleman's name on YouTube now, you will see dozens of videos popping up with all sourced back to this, and then of course sourced back from this to Andrew's videos specifically. Let's see here. Now Andrew's channel is, I thought I had it pulled up. Hold on. I just got to switch it over. Andrew's channel is still up. It's still available for viewing. 67.4K followers. It's fairly successful. Whether this success was before or after the gentleman's unfortunate end, I don't know. But we're going to go through what he had going on here and see what we can parse apart from it, okay? So let's go. I'm kind of going to break this down, all right? Original video, it's a giant.
What is it?
It's a person, dude. No, seriously, pull.
All right. So this video, from all my research that I could parse, now people will claim that this is the Whistlers in Alberta, and it's not. This is in British Columbia. This is Canoe Mountain. It's south of Vale Mount, British Columbia. And this is what we're doing here. And we'll go look in just a moment. What we're doing here is we are heading south on Yellowhead Highway, okay, through British Columbia. Let's see here. So we are looking at this mountaintop. It's covered in snow because this is in April. This is in April in British Columbia, and we are right about. Let me drop my little dude down, and we'll see right about where we are. Okay, are we ready? Okay, dropping him down. There's our mountain. There's our mountain as seen. When does this? Usually Google has a somewhere on the 360 has their little ad of when this was added. I think, oh, there it is. I just says 2018. That doesn't say what month it is. Yeah, right there. So we know it's 2018, but looks a lot greener than when our friend was driving down. So I'm going to say that this is probably sometime between, I don't know, maybe May and September. So that's a long range of time. But I'm from looking at the grass being mowed. I'm leaning more towards the later side of that. I don't imagine that lawn maintenance and highway lawn maintenance on the shoulder really comes into play too much before maybe May at the earliest. But there's a lot of dieback growth too, seasonal dieback growth. So I'm not sure exactly. Oh, Street View, August. This is August. So yes, late summer. Nailed it without even knowing. Yes, I am good at this crap. You guys watch me go. Wind me up and watch me go. Now, I don't take complete credit for finding this location. There's been a lot of sleuthing done in order to get this. And I'll tell you, going through all the Reddit feeds and stuff about this was fun. Trying to sort it out and unravel it. But other people have beat me to the punch quite a bit. There is some channels that we will have to definitely give a shout out to in the when I release this for doing their amazing research on this. But here we are, and this is about the best view that you're going to get of this mountain on Google Street View, just because the quality of the cameras that they use aren't always that great. And the summer in British Columbia is foggy on the mountaintops, just like any place else. But if we look, we can see that this is our mountain. Yes. Obviously with snow and all that good stuff on it, but he's able to zoom a lot better with his little camera than you are with Google. At least get to get better resolution.
There's a person
shots.
standing there.
No, it's not.
Dude, if you seen what I seen right now?
So it's got all that winter snow up on the mountain. But... all right, so you know, he takes some different views because people were complaining, I guess, about why are these all locked out? I swear.
Do you see
how
how
refresh
far...
it? It does that, and I don't want it to do that. Oh. And I end up freaking closing it. Good grief. Technical difficulties. Bear with me. All right, here we go.
Do you see how far away it is? How far I have to zoom? Do you know how hard it is to keep a steady hand? If this video blows up, Or somebody buys me a friggin' helicopter to get all the way up there. Do you see how far away it is? How far I have to zoom? Do you know how hard it is to keep a steady hand? If this video blows up, or somebody buys me a friggin' helicopter.
Yeah. So he needs a helicopter to go up there and look, because he's looking for that.
So the video's blowing up. A lot of you say I have Parkinson's, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to try to go closer and find a better angle. Yeah. Or somebody can rent me a helicopter and I'll try to find it. Or maybe blow the videos up and maybe I can get sponsored. A helicopter company can sponsor me to go up there. I don't know. But I'll try to hold the camera better. Okay? You try to hold the camera when we zoom
He's
like that.
kind of, yeah,
So the video's blowing up.
that he's kind of annoyed that people are complaining about the shaky cam, but that's par for course for
We
type
are
of video.
on our way. We're going to go find somewhere closer. And I'm going to set my camera on something so you guys aren't complaining how shaky it is in the truck. Because, yeah, internet has no chill. But that's the mountain we're going to. But we're just going to try to get closer.
Okay, so this is, and we can't, unfortunately, we can't see from, I did not want you to spin me around. But this is shot from, okay, so there's the mountain right there. And these guys are now heading up Whiskey Fill Road here. And that is where, I think they're on this straight shot right here when, or, sorry, not that straight shot there. The straight shot either right here or right here when we're looking at the mountain. But I'm not 100% sure on that. There is another shot that I am sure is from right here, though. I should never say sure. I'm almost certain that it's from one of these lots right here. The thing is, if it's this little town in British Columbia doesn't have, the streets are not viewable out here. As you can see, as I wave my little dude around, he doesn't get to drop down anywhere. So the closest you can get is out here on the 5, which is the Yellowhead Highway. All right. So, are you with me so far, Hive? Are you following along? Okay, so
Okay, I'm
this
gonna
one,
use this as a tripod to try to keep it steady for you guys. And it's not even there anymore, too. That's where it was yesterday. I spoke to some locals and it comes and goes apparently. I don't know. See, that's me trying to keep it super steady with something. There we go. Do you know how hard it is to keep it steady with zoomed in?
very cold up there. Look at that.
Okay, I'm gonna use this as a tripod to try to keep it steady for you guys. And it's not even there anymore, too.
All right. So it moved. But again, remember, we are, when he saw it before, we were out here. And now we're up over here. Okay, so, because you can, and you could tell earlier when they were driving that they were looking at the mountain from a, look, the mountain was on the right. So, yeah, they were either on this road or on one of these trackways right here that could have been, but these roads look very rural, and the road that they were driving down did not look rural, but that is also the possibility that they were that they were heading down it this way in this section right here, where it might be more paved, and because you see it start to deteriorate into more of a country road as we move along here. I don't know if you guys are used to, you can't drop down in here, but I can see it. I'm used to looking at street views or in these overheads enough to kind of get an idea. Ooh, is it going to let him drop down in there? No. Of what type of road we're looking at. So it could have been these, but the length of this that is not obscured by trees is not very much. Whereas this section right here, coming up Whiskey Fill Road, is going to give about the best view of the mountain on the right that you're going to be able to get unobscured by forest. Again, I think maybe this section here on this road could be, and this section here perhaps, but there's a lot of trees in there. Look how dense those trees are. And again, these are Canoe River Forest Road and Bailey Road and all this out here. Very obscured by forest. However, there is this length up here that runs along the lake that they may have been able to view it, but you would expect the mountain to be much, much larger to the right at this distance. They should see the mountain should be filling the whole right side of their field of view. Well, I am actually gesturing to the right, but I guess maybe left is the way you guys see me. Anyway, moving on. Let's go back to the videos. Hope everybody's keeping up so far. If I've lost anybody. All right.
I just got stopped by like some CIA agent. He told me to turn around and said I'm trespassing. I said it's a public area, like a public park or whatever. Some local told me to take this path. I didn't get it on camera, but I'm going to go again tomorrow and be prepared to be filming right now because he stopped the vehicle. His truck was blocking it. Said some environmental issue was going on. I don't know. He told me to go back and said I was trespassing. I don't get it. It was awkward, but I'm going back again tomorrow to see if he's not there. But if he is there, I will keep camera. I will film because the only angle I could get that I found today is the one I just posted earlier, and there wasn't even anything there. But I don't understand why the road's blocked off. I don't know.
All right, there's a couple of things. There's a couple of things he says here that I want you to keep track of. Okay, so he got stopped on a mountain road, right? That's what he's claiming. So, and he's trying to get to the mountain. I am thinking that he is trying to get into this area here. He's either that he's trying to get into this area or heading up this right here. This is probably the most probable explanation. This is the camp. Down here is the Camp Creek recreational area. There is skiing here. Camp Creek cross-country skiing. So there's cross-country skiing that they do. And this road here is actually the highest road in Canada. Let me show you guys. All right, so this is the Canoe Mountain Road here. This is up towards the top where the trees thin out, but it's really rough going. As you can see, there's, let's see, Canoe Mountain is a high mountain peak that is elevated 2.62 1.28 meters or 8,622 feet above sea level, located in east central British Columbia, Canada. It is one of the highest roads in the country. Nestled in the Monashi Range of Columbia Mountains, the road to the summit is unpaved. The surface of the road is not in very good shape anymore, and it is not maintained. It is called Canoe Mountain Road. It's pretty slow going, with some parts narrow, tight turns, loose gravel, and very steep near the top. And then you got this nice tower on top. Look at the nice tower on top of this mountain. Accessibility is largely limited to the summer season. It's a fire service road. 4x4 vehicles or ATVs required. Atop of the mountain is a CBC TV tower. The road ends where the telecommunication facility perches on the edge of a precipice. The summit features a panoramic view in all directions and a stunning view of Kinbasket Lake. It's the northernmost peak of the Monashi Range. It's said to be the highest vehicle accessible launch in the country, starting at British BC Highway 5, that's the Yellowhead Highway. The road to the summit is 12.6 or 12.6K or 7.83 miles long. Over the distance, the elevation gained is, wow, 1,809 meters. The average gradient is 14.35%. And then, of course, you can see down here, they're the same place on the map that we are looking right now. So we're all on the same page. We are looking at good old Canoe Mountain right here, and the road trekking up to it. So two possibilities are that he was trying to get up this trailhead here, which does not look like it's accessible by vehicles at all. It looks like it's a hiking trail. It's a straight burn, though. I imagine that's probably where they routed the power cables to the. Oh, there's probably power lines running through there that we can't see. But it's a straight shot up the mountainside. Even crisscrosses the winding road. Gets us all the way up here. I guess at this point it cuts across here, and then and into here is where that photo was taken, into this area where there's no obstruction, just winding roads. Okay. So are you with me so far? I love doing this Google Earth sleuthing. Steve McRae's manager. Good to see you. All right, so let's move on with the TikTok part of this. Okay, so he's still salty about the shaky cam, but now he's more into this being stopped by the CIA agent in a truck. Oh yeah, I meant to let you guys hear that.
I just got stopped by like.
Where was it?
I said it's a public area. I just got stopped by like some CIA agents. He told me to turn around and said I'm trespassing. I said it's a public area, like a public park or whatever. Mm-hmm. Some local told me to take this path. I didn't get it on camera, but I'm going to go again tomorrow and be prepared to be filming right now because he stopped the vehicle. His truck was blocking it. Said some.
Okay, so it's someone in a truck. Well, I want to make sure that that's clear about this. He had his truck blocking the road, but our homeboy is going to try to go again tomorrow. He's gonna get up bright and early.
All right. I woke up extra early today. Actually, we're gonna go on an adventure. It's currently
Is this still April?
5:30 in the morning.
I wonder what the temperature was. Hold on. Say what the temperature was.
5:30 in.
Negative 13. I wonder if that's Celsius. Probably they're in Canada, right? What is 13 degrees Celsius? That's negative 13. Eight degrees. That's pretty freaking cold. Pretty cold getting going in the morning.
5:30 in the morning. I'm gonna see if he's there early in the morning and see if I can get out a little bit. Look at all these mountains I got. They are everywhere around here too.
That is gorgeous.
That's the one.
I don't know if
All
it's
right.
gorgeous enough for 8 degrees.
All right. I woke up extra early today.
All right, so this is the view from Valemont. I'm looking at the surrounding mountains, and we are still in April. There's still snow on the peaks, but I believe, maybe I'm wrong, but I believe the ski resorts would be closed at this time of year. If anybody knows the ski season in this area of British Columbia, I could not find it anywhere. So anybody who has any insight on that, please let me know, and I'll correct myself. But I believe that the reason why the roads were closed is because of the snow. I don't think there would have been access, but correct me if I'm wrong. All right, so he gets up early and gets going. Oh, and you all can't see this. Hold on.
What the fuck is that? Yeah, it's not my window. I'll show you. Go over here. Where did it go? There it is.
So he sees something over the mountain ridges here. I don't think this is the same mountain, but I don't believe these are the same mountains over here that we were looking at before, but he said, did the mountain thing on the mountain go home, was in his description here. So for this one, I did find this super interesting, and this is one that nobody else seemed to have been able to figure out, but I'm pretty confident that I figured it out, maybe. I believe this is a sundog, right? A sundog? This is, I mean, what they look like, especially that one. Did you see that? That's certainly at least visually similar to what we're seeing in his photo, or in his little video. I said photo, he didn't have a photo. It's very visually similar to what he filmed. Now, I don't know where the position of the sun was, but these do occur when it's super cold. That's why, because it's frost, or not frost, I guess. I don't know how else to describe it, but yeah, like frozen water molecules in the lower atmosphere, because the atmosphere is low enough that evaporating water is freezing right there and catching the sunlight. They happen a lot over mountains, because the evaporation is basically like the water cycle on a mini scale, like within just feet. Other atmospheric conditions can cause it as well, though. Dusts can cause it. But this is what they think maybe the miracle of the sun was, too, is something like this. That one especially looks like what he's got going on here. Let's go back to his video and watch it again now. Maybe I should mute it because that's X-Files music that's going to get me in trouble. I mean, again, correct me if you think I'm wrong, but to me it looks like a sun dog. All right, let's move on to the next one.
Oh, they're extracting something out of here. There's 2 helicopters. What the fuck? So they're extracting something out of here. There's 2 helicopters. What the fuck?
Okay, so they're extracting something. I guess you see some helicopters flying over the mountain range. But, I mean, as of right now, I haven't seen anything that can't be explained by, you know, just catching sights of normal stuff, catching a glimpse of a sun dog, being told someone stopping you in their truck and telling you you can't go up the mountain because of the snow or what have you. And then these helicopters, I mean, there's a lot of reasons why helicopters could be doing this. One of the buildings locally here, instead of using a crane because the building was so wide, they had to use a helicopter to move heavy equipment around up on the up above while they were working. So it had a hook, and they used it just like a crane. Helicopters are used to carry water buckets for fires. They are used to haul things like parts for radio towers up into the mountains. It's more efficient than trying to cut a trail to some of these places, some of these far off stations and things. To haul heavy equipment out there, it's sometimes cheaper to fly it in. Right, so
The guy's here again.
The guy's here again.
Yeah,
See a car, flashlight.
What's going on?
Road's closed. Turn around.
Really?
Yeah, man. Just turn around, please.
Oh, okay. Have a good night, man. So that was fucked up. There it is. I'm driving past him again. Just turned around. I don't understand why it's closed off though. It's a fucking public park or public road or whatever.
Okay. So keep in mind that he said before it was a truck. This is definitely a car. Guy's got a flashlight, but he said public park and then public road. So let's go back out to our map. And we have our trail here. He could very well have been down in here, in this area. Maybe getting stopped right here. It would be quite peculiar to have somebody stationed there, though. But if he's trying to get up through here, it would make more sense that there'd be somebody on site, because there's a recreational area back in here with some buildings and stuff, so someone sees him driving up through here. Oh, we don't want that. Someone sees him driving up through here and turning up in here from like one of these stations. There. They see, oh, somebody's driving up the mountainside. It's all snowed in up there. Better go stop him. You know, either up there or maybe he even came past here and went up this way and tried to go that way. Yeah, potentially. You know, he'd drive right past the stations where the Rangers would be stationed at, which would be right here. Driving right past there, coming out through here. So I'm just speculating. And then get stopped maybe right in here. But in a ploy to get up here to there. Actually, the best way to get up there would be over here, but and that's very possible, but I don't know how far he'd be able to get. Anyway, this is all speculation because I don't think that this may have been a potential reenactment, but I don't think that this was an actual person that he was talking about stopped him before. What I think happens, speculating here, of course, is that he did try to go up on one of these back ways and that somebody stopped him and he talked about it and he's like, you know what, why don't we recreate that? I'll just pretend I'm going back and you have one of my buddies sit up there and act like they're turning me around. But he didn't. He forgot that he mentioned that it was maybe a truck before and it's a car now. Anyway, let's see, where were we? Okay. And then he does this.
I think that's the same vehicle from... Hey!
There's the same vehicle. Parked outside his house and speeds away. And after that, he goes silent for a little bit. For almost, let's see, it was from April 16th to May 6th. He doesn't say not a peep from him. And then we get this.
Hey guys, I just want to give you an update. I'm not dead. I have not disappeared. I've just been busy with life. I couldn't get around to posting and updating you guys, so now I'm going to give you an official update of what's been going on. Sorry to disappoint you guys, but all of the videos that I posted were scripted. They're just fake. They were just strictly for entertainment. I'm sorry to disappoint you guys. I just needed to give you a quick update. Hey guys,
Now at this point, I will say, between the acting of the guy stopping him, you know, the road's closed. Yeah, road's closed. Just turn around, man. And this video where he's, you know, obvious, being very, you know, the way he's looking to the left, and people are like, oh, it's suspicious. Yeah, it's as suspicious as this. It's saying, yeah, I'm making it very clear that, I mean, if, say that they were forcing him into this, into this position right here where he's against the blank wall, be at gunpoint or whatever is or under duress, and they record it to put out on his social media platform, right? And they get to this part where he's obvious looking like, I mean, he might as well be like, there's someone right there, you know, they're making me say this. They would make him re-record it. They would not put like, oh yeah, let's put this one out, this very suspicious looking confession video. So this is part of the game he's playing. So at this point, I'm very confident that this is like a adventure thing he's taken on. There's a name for it, and I can't think of it now, which is funny because I spent all this time investigating this, and I pushed that in my brain. But he goes silent for 10 days, and then on the 16th, we get this. Oh, gotta mute it. Hold on.
My videos weren't fake. You might not see me post ever again. My videos weren't fake.
The name of this is Too Much Has Happened. I Can't Be Forced to Be Silent. All right. And then finally, the final video in this series is posted on May 17th. And this is what it shows.
What is that? That was not there yesterday.
All right. What is that? That was not there yesterday. Yeah, this is not the mountain. This is not the mountain. This is not the mountain you're looking for. This is actually, this is the Whistlers. And named for the marmots that live on the mountain peak. And this is the little station on top of it. A very well-known location, which is why other people claim that the original footage was shot on this mountainside as well, because it's supposed to give you the impression that this building wasn't there before on the mountain, but this is a mountain with a building on it that's well-known. So this is seen from Jasper, is what I'm understanding. And I've looked at the Whistlers. I didn't Google map the Whistlers, but I've looked at the Whistlers. It's let's see, we need to face north in order to find the Whistlers. There we go. All right, so that's Canoe Mountain. The Whistlers is this way. Jasper National Park. Yeah, that's seen from Jasper. My hissing cockroaches are back there hissing away. I don't know what's going on with them. What are they fighting over? Yeah, but all their mountains are touristy, kind of. Where's the Whistlers at? I could just Google it, or not Google. I could just type it in, but I'm being a big baby about it and be like, I know where it is. I looked it up myself, but yeah. Anyway, that's a different mountain. Anyhow, so back to the topic at hand. Okay, so Andrew Dawson's performance in these videos is just that, a performance. This is a creepypasta sort of adventure that he's taking us on. Originally, maybe it started off with actually wondering what the heck that was on the mountainside, because it looks like a person, but I think that it's actually this tower right here. I think that that's what we're looking at. But having fun with it, they went on an adventure to try to get up there and see it. We're stopped on the way, and it was like, oh, let's run with this. Let's script out some interactions that happen moving forward from this. So they staged the maybe they were really stopped, and they staged the recorded stop, because the way that the verbal cues and the inflections of the people talking, you're stationed on a mountain road to stop people from coming up there. It's not. I don't know. I didn't hear any inflection of with the individual. There was no aggression or whatever that he makes it sound like. Oh, it was the original stop was, but it's pretty dull. And then they record the paranoia stuff and whatnot, and go silent for a while. And maybe he wasn't done. Maybe he had more in mind. Maybe there's stuff in his back catalog that we'll never see. Maybe he's got scripts to take this thing even further. But in his real life, he was struggling. Nothing to do with his performance art that he was putting out here. And I think that conflating the two, or using his death to promote a creepypasta, is not what he would have wanted. Yes, remember the man for the art he put out there for this fun adventure we went on trying to sleuth out where these locations were and what he was looking at. I did enjoy this. This is the type of thing that I enjoy. And yeah, I wish we could have saw where this adventure went. I don't believe the conspiracies that the things that he was doing here were real, and that he was offed by some secret agency. And I think it's in bad taste to promote such narratives. He was obviously a passionate performer and enjoyed doing these. It's very clearly, to me anyhow, that it's a performance that was being done for entertainment purposes. And at this point in the conversation, I think that we should just let Andrew Ryan Watchhorn Dawson rest in peace. People should stop bothering his partner, Salma. She's made it very clear she doesn't want anything to do with this. She's done with it. This was his project. She's more of just a general TikToker. So she doesn't want people bothering her about it. So leave her alone about this topic. I don't think that we should link the man and the art together. I think keeping the performance and the performer as separate entities. And he could have had a blossoming career as a creepypasta creator. I mean, now he's going to be remembered at the level of like Marble Hornets just because of the circumstances surrounding his death. And that's unfortunate. Again, I would have rather saw where his story wound down to. I do like these types of fictional internet adventures that you go on. Anyhow, this has been... Oh, I didn't mean to pop over to that. This has been Cryptic Corner, and please remember to be kind and take care, and we'll see you next time.